Nintendo is a company that not only changes with the times, but innovates. From when they sold lewd playing cards, to now being one of the biggest names in video game history. Here are 10 awesome facts about Nintendo. Number 10. One of Nintendo's stranger titles. Nintendo has produced many iconic games with recognizable characters, but one rather obscure game is Captain Novelin, an educational game revolving around fighting diabetes through trivia questions, digital insulin shot bonus levels, and junk food enemies. Number 9. SNES consoles seem to change colour with age. If you dig out your old SNES console, you might not notice it at first, but put it next to a newer one and you'll see that it has a yellowy tinge. As fire preventive chemicals wore off the console, the colours slowly started changing from its original grey to a more pea colour. Number 8. Luigi's first appearance. It is widely assumed that Luigi's first appearance was in the arcade game Super Mario Bros., but that is not actually the case. Luigi first appeared in the 1983 Game & Watch handheld game titled Mario Bros. It is likely that the arcade version was in development first, but came out after the Game & Watch version. Number 7. At first, Pikmin's song sold better than the game. Pikmin is one of the many iconic series started by Miyamoto, but at first it didn't sell as well as the other, more established series. However, even though the game lingered as an underground title at first, the song featured in its Japanese commercial became very popular. The CD single I No Uta by Strawberry Flowers sold over 100,000 copies before the game eventually did. Because of this, the song makes an appearance in both Pikmin 2 and Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and it has led to Strawberry Flowers writing a song for the second Pikmin. Number 6. Miyamoto is forced to drive to work. Shigeru Miyamoto is so important to the Nintendo company that, when rumours spread about his retirement, stocks in Nintendo dropped. With this in mind, it can be justified that the company forced him to drive to work instead of walking or cycling, which he'd prefer. According to an in-depth article, he has been made to drive to work for the company's peace of mind. Number 5. Location of Samus Aran's beauty mark. When Super Metroid was released on the SNES, the developer Yoshia Sakamoto bragged that he knew the location of a secret beauty mark on Samus. And for years it went unseen, even in Metroid Prime. It wasn't until Team Ninja's Metroid Other M that it was revealed that the beauty mark was on her face. So with this in mind, people can stop jumping to more lewd conclusions about its whereabouts. Number 4. Sensors in the American Super Mario Kart. Most professional sports tend to involve adults, so it's not unusual for them to celebrate a victory by cracking open a bottle of bubbly. In the Japanese version of Super Mario Kart, each character has a winning pose grasping a bottle. However, Nintendo of America didn't like the idea of alcohol in a kids game, and the animations were cut when localized. Number 3. Altered US box art. The Kid Icarus sequel had a great sense of humour through a quirky, fourth-wall breaking protagonist. This light-hearted character's smile, however, was apparently a turn-off to American consumers on the box art, so it was changed to a more determined look when localized. The same thing happened to most of Kirby's box art. Almost every Kirby game released in America alters Kirby, giving him angrier eyes, attempting to give him an edgier appeal. Number 2. The only Pokemon game not released in Japan. Pokemon fans are used to waiting for a translated port from Japan to play their beloved games, and some games don't even get localized. Pokemon Puzzle League is the rare instance of the reverse of that. Pokemon Puzzle League was intended mainly for US fans of the American series, and it was decided that it wasn't popular enough to make it worth porting to Japan, and so it remains, to this day, the only Pokemon game with no official release in Japan. Number 1. Chain Chomps can escape in Super Mario Bros. 3. Chain Chomps are terrifying, with their fast jerky movements and emotionless face, but what makes them more terrifying is that they can actually break free. It takes a while, but if the Chain Chomp yanks on its chain 49 times, it can break free and chase Mario.